Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today as we continue our Advent series on the theme Close to Home. Before I begin, I just want to remind you that much of what I'm using today comes directly from the Advent Daily Devotional that came along with this series. So if you would like to follow in the devotional, please feel free to download it from our website. And once again, I will share the link for that in the comment section of this video, so you can just click on that link and it will take you directly to the devotional. And it is such a beautiful devotional. It has something to reflect on every day of the season, a season with so much anticipation and excitement as we wait to celebrate God's birth into this world. Remembering the story of Jesus' birth and the significance of God coming to us not as a mighty, rich, and powerful king, but as a baby born to a young peasant woman in a barn, all of that brings us closer again each year to the foundation of our faith. And laying the foundation is the theme for this week of Advent. Just as we need a firm, solid foundation in order for our home to be strong, we need a firm foundation for our faith. As I spoke about on Sunday, a foundation of blessing will allow us to live our faith from a place of abundance. Understanding ourselves to be blessed and also believing in the strength and power of our own blessedness will help us see the world and our role in it as one with endless possibilities. This isn't about denying the struggles and limitations. It's about not allowing those things to define us, or feelings of resentment and anger to overwhelm us, or the belief that we don't have enough or that we aren't worthy enough to prevent us from being open to the blessings that are all around us. Most foundations will crack over time. That's natural as our homes age and the ground surrounding the foundation shifts a bit. But as long as the foundation remains strong, those cracks won't make much of a difference. This week's theme invites us to lay a foundation of blessing and then to step out of the way, inviting God's vision for the future into our home, into our hearts. During worship, I shared this image called Baraka by Hannah Garrity. And it's inspired by the scripture reading for this week from Luke about the naming of John the Baptist. In this image, we see Zechariah holding his son, and as he does, he speaks a blessing, a Baraka. And this blessing lays the foundation for John's life, who prepares the way for Jesus, who lays the foundation for peace. And now I would like to show you the second image for this week, and this one is called Harvest of Righteousness and is by Reverend Laura Wright Pittman. It's inspired by the second reading for this week from Philippians, which is a letter and prayer from Paul. And this is what she writes about her art. Paul's letter is filled to the brim with affection and models perfectly his prayer for the reader to live and move in the world from a foundation of overflowing love. When I began creating this image, the reaching, mirrored hands of the Close to Home logo emerged for me as a way to reference Paul's outstretched, compassionate posture towards the Philippians, as well as Paul's hope for the reader to mirror that Christ-like embodiment. How do we determine what is best? We constantly strive, extending our hands and stretching our fingertips to get a grasp of the person of Jesus, having our lives transformed in love along the way. When I considered the metaphor of harvest that Paul provides, I knew I wanted to use botanical and fruit imagery. All of the flowers symbolize different kinds of love. Coltsfoot flowers representing maternal love and care. Forget-me-nots, imagining faithful love and undying memory. And heliotrope, meaning eternal love and devoted attachment. At the center of the piece, the object of the hands reaching is a pomegranate, bursting open with seeds. Throughout history, pomegranates have been used as a symbol for royalty because of their richness of color and flavor, and for the crown-like shape at the end of the fruit. At times, this fruit was used as a symbol for Christ and resurrection as well. The split open fruit and seeds spilling out represents Christ breaking out of the tomb, The hands are ready to receive the knowledge and full insight of Christ and to be nourished by the harvest of righteousness. And finally, I will close by sharing a poem, one I shared as well on Sunday. And it's a beautiful poem, I think, with an important message for all of us. It's called Words for the Beginning and is once again by Reverend Sarah R. And this is how it goes. If I could give you words for the very beginning, for the stretches and yawns and the opening of eyes, for the first hiccups and the first smiles, and the first purse of your lips, I would say, oh dear child, how you are loved. But the thing about love is you can't stop there. So I would go on to say, you are strong, stronger than you think, and you are not alone. Look at these parents who adore you and these doctors and nurses fighting for you. And you are enough, already enough. You haven't done anything yet. You've just been here, breathing, sleeping, and already you are enough. And then I might say, this world is a mess, but it's your home, and you can make it better. So always try to make it better. And maybe most important of all, there is a love that is bigger than my understanding, that moves through this world, and I call that love God. And that love is here in this room, and that love knows your name by heart. Those are the words I would say to you as you stretch and yawn and open your eyes on the very first morning of your very first day. Let that be your foundation. Like Zechariah did for John, let love be your beginning. Let love be our beginning, our middle, and our end. Love is everything. Love is the center of all the blessings that build our foundation of faith and life. So may you all have a blessed week, and may you feel God's love surround you, God's love within you, so that you can share the blessings this world needs. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.